Hi kids, it's Miss Karen. Today we're going to be doing a listening activity. Now on the table I've got a mat that has numbers. Do you notice anything that's a little silly about these numbers? I noticed that these numbers are not in order. So normally I would have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But they're all mixed up, which means we're going to have to listen extra carefully today. Here are the objects that we're going to be using. Do you notice anything about these objects that are similar or the same? These objects are all fruits and vegetables. Let's go over the objects real quick before we start our activity. What is this? This is watermelon. What is this? This is a carrot. Can you clap how many syllables you hear in the word carrot? Care, it. There are 2 syllables. What is this? This is broccoli. Is broccoli a fruit or is broccoli a vegetable? That's right, broccoli is a vegetable. What is this? That's a strawberry. Do you notice any other fruits or vegetables that are the same color as that strawberry? That's right, the watermelon and the cherry are both red like the strawberry. So we just said that this one is a cherry. Do you know what this is? This is celery. Can you clap how many syllables you hear in celery? Celery. There are 1, 2, 3 syllables in celery. We're going to do one more word game before we get started. What sound do you hear at the beginning of watermelon? W is at the beginning of watermelon. What sound do you hear at the beginning of broccoli? Broccoli. B, you're right. Broccoli starts with the b sound. Okay, we're going to get started. I'm going to say a sentence. This is where you have to really pay attention and use your listening skills. I'm going to say a sentence, and I want you to put an object on the number that I say, okay? This is the number 4. Can you point to the number 4 wherever it is on your listening mat? Can you put the carrot on the number 4? I'm going to say it 2 times for you. Can you put the carrot on the number 4? Take my carrot and I'm going to put it on the number 4. This is the number 6. Can you put the strawberry on the number 6? This is the strawberry. What number did I put it on? You're right. I put on the number 6. This is the number 1. Can you put the broccoli on the number 1? What sound does broccoli start with again? If you remember, it starts with the the B sound. This is the number 3. Can you put the celery on the number 3? Let me say that one more time for you. Can you put the celery on the number 3? This is the number 2, and this is the number 5. Can you put the watermelon on the number 5? Can you put the watermelon on the number 5? Okay, now it's my turn to listen to you. What number do I put this object on? So you're going to tell me, put this object on this number. Great. If you said put the cherry on the number 2, you did a great job. So now I'm going to model for you really quickly how I want you to finish this activity. And usually I want you to retell the numbers and the objects to me, but I'm going to model for you this time. I put the cherry on the number 2. I put the watermelon on the number 5. I put the carrot on the number 4. I put the broccoli on the number 1. I put the strawberry on the number 6. And I put the celery on the number 3. Great job, guys. All right, now we're going to do this activity, and we're going to do it a little bit different. I'm going to have the same objects because we've gone over these. But instead of telling you the object, I'm going to tell you the beginning sound. And instead of pointing to the numbers, I'm just going to say the number and see if you can do it on your own. Like always, I'm going to say the sentence 2 times clearly so that you can make sure that you can hear me and listen really well. Can you put the object that starts with the k, k, k sound on the number 6? Can you put the object that starts with the k, k, k sound on the number 6? Carrot starts with a C, which makes the k, k sound. What number did I put it on? The number 6. Okay, now we're going to do our next one. Can you put the object that starts with the w, w, w sound on the number 4? Can you put the object that starts with the w sound on the number 4? If you put the watermelon on the number 4, you're correct. Can you put the object that starts with the b, b sound on the number 1? Can you put the object that starts with the b sound on the number 1? Broccoli starts with the b sound. And what number did I put it on? The number 1. Oh, this gets a little tricky because celery, cherry, strawberry. Which 2 objects starts with the s sound? Celery, cherry, strawberry. Celery and strawberry both start with the s sound. Ch, ch, ch. Cherry starts with the ch sound. So this cherry is the odd one out. So because these both have the same beginning sound, I'm going to give you a clue instead. Can you put the object that is all green and is a vegetable on number 5? Can you put the object that is all green and a vegetable on number 5? Great. If you picked celery and put it on number 5, you did a great job. What's the same about these 2 objects? There's a lot of things that are the same. I see 3 things that are the same about these objects. I notice that both of these objects are fruits. Both of these objects are red. And both of these objects have leaves. Isn't that crazy? There's so many great things about those. All right, so I'm going to say the beginning sound, and you have to really listen, because remember, this makes the ch, ch, ch sound, and this makes the s, s, s sound. Can you put the object that makes the ch, ch sound on number 2? Ch, ch, cherry starts with that. What was that 2-letter phonogram it started with? CH. Cherry was on number 2. Can you tell me what object I'm going to put on what number? If you said the strawberry on number 3, you're right. Now, just like we did with the last time we did this, I want you to retell for your educator what objects we put on what number. Great job, guys. All right, so we've got one more way of doing this activity, and it's going to get really challenging. On this one, I'm going to do some beginning sounds, but I'm also going to do a 2-step listening. That means I'm going to tell you 2 objects with 2 numbers, and you have to think of both those sentences and put the objects in the correct numbers. Let's get started. Can you put the celery on number 2 and the strawberry on number 3? Can you put the celery on number 2 and the strawberry on number 3? What number did I put the celery on? That's right, the number 2. What number did I put the strawberry on? That's right, number 3. What sound do you hear at the beginning of both those? Celery, strawberry. If you said S, you're right. All right, ready? Can you put the broccoli on number 1 and the object that starts with the w sound on number 4? It's a lot of listening. Can you put the broccoli on number 1 and the object that begins with the w sound on number 4? What number am I putting broccoli on? That's right, number 1. What object starts with the w sound? That's right, a watermelon. And where did I put watermelon? On number 4. I think broccoli was number 1, watermelon number 4. Okay, we've got 2 more objects. Ooh, let me try something different. We have a 6 and we have a 5. So I'm going to make this a little challenging. Can you put the cherry on the number that is less than the other number and the carrot on the number that is more than the other number? It's a lot of thinking. Let me say it one more time. Can you put the cherry on the number that is less than the other number and the carrot on the object that is more than the other number? So the cherry is going to go on the number that is less than the other. 5 is less than 6. So the cherry is going to go there. And the carrot is going to go on the object that is more than the other number. And 6 is more than 5. So we're going to put the carrot on the number 6 and the cherry on the number 5. Now, after you retell it, you get to be the teacher, which means you're going to work with your educator and you're going to tell your educator what number to put what objects on. But educators, I try to trick them a little bit, and sometimes I will purposely put the wrong object on the wrong number so they can see, so we can make sure that they're really listening to the directions that they're giving us. So have a great time and thanks for joining me.